What's going on, everybody? We are back once again with another edition of Wrestling Republic's Off the Air. It's Tuesday night, October the 29th. We're on our way to Halloween. We're fresh off Halloween Havoc, ironically. We're pre-Halloween and post-Halloween Havoc. Go figure. Someone do the math on that because I'm unsure about it. But it is a Tuesday night. And I've got the usual suspects hanging out with me today. I'm fired up about it. It's off the air, first and foremost, but not most important because, I'm gonna announce both. But Shoddy, you're back. The Tuesday night delight. Get your twos up from the DMV. It's Shoddy.
I didn't know I went somewhere. What's going on, yo? I'm good, bro. Second show for the day. We was talking Raw earlier on the daily, but now we're talking NXT, which I like a lot better than Monday Night Raw. To be, completely blunt with y'all. And my God, we had quite an episode. This was definitely a loaded episode, and I'm excited to talk about it.
We have quite a bit to unpack, no doubt about it. We've got great comments already, too. Bobby Petito with what's up and happy Tuesday, guys, of course. And then Grizz Company Main back in business with the A Show, baby. Now we're talking, and then wait a minute, Shoddy, I got to toss this one back to you. This is your moment of the week.
I love you, Solo Sokoa. I love you, my tribal chief.
I love it. I love it too. Most importantly, out in Louisville though, Dryzzy, I wanted to give you a better intro than that, but tell us who we should believe in.
You should definitely believe in me. I am that guy to believe in. But no yeet. You're not getting the usual greeting today. Because we just had that whole I love you Solo Sokoa. Nah, we're doing no yeet.
Come on, you could do the
I love the no yeet, but we're gonna do this again. Out in Louisville, Kentucky. Dryzzy. Okay, wait a minute though. We're gonna do this again. Out in Louisville, Kentucky, Dryzzy, who is it we should believe in?
Good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. No yeet.
I love it. I mean, things are getting tense out here on Tuesdays.
Clark went Paranormal Activity with all the cuts right there.
Yeah, I did. Sorry. I mean, whatever, dude. We got stuff. Oh my God, I love the Fatu impression LMAO from Becca.
Thank you.
Gotta love that in the comments. Speaking of stuff like that. And then the red shirt guy reminds me of Xavier Woods, IDKY.
I wish I had Xavier Woods' money and all that other stuff because he is he is everywhere all the time.
And his video game collection, most importantly.
Yes, the biggest thing I need is this video game collection because he has everything.
Thank you, Becca. Becca just subscribed to us. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
Becca. Monster shout out. Y'all are the best. Thank you, Becca.
Take your friends. Yes. Bring them over here.
Yes. Text them.
Is the picture a bobblehead of like a hockey player?
I believe it's Patrick Kane.
Yeah, oh, no, it's not Obi.
It's Patrick Kane, Chicago.
I don't know hockey outside of Gordon Bombay.
I just know Ovechkin because I'm from the DMV. Jacob Fatu Jr. is crazy, bro. Salute to you, yo.
Jordan.
No, it's a Jack Hughes as a bobblehead. See, I knew it was a bobblehead.
The Gordon Bombay line is golden. I'm sorry. That's
like outside of Gordon Bombay and Adam Banks, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it. Mighty Ducks, man.
MD, he said I didn't just subscribe to your.
We've been had you in our pocket. You
No,
belong. You go here now.
But he got us a few days ago. I know that.
He
MDB 999.
He a fan. He a fan.
He subscribed. He knows.
He a fan.
He knows he subscribed. Let's talk about Fraxium and Seth Alexander and Javon Evans.
I'm gonna stop betting.
Javon Evans is the man.
I gotta
talk to me about it, Driz.
I gotta stop betting against these guys. Before the match started and Shad asked me who I was picking, I said I'm not betting against Frazier and Axiom no more, because every time I did, and it's historically, you have it documented on here, I have gone against them every single time since before the Andre Chase thing, and they always seem to find a way to pull it out. Shad said early this year they are strong contenders for Tag Team of the Year. At this point, they got it. They're beating all comers, and they've had those belts pretty much all year long. So, kudos to those two, and with such good competition from Javon and Cedric, both of them all over the place. Every time you turn around, it's just nonstop action. I cannot say enough good things about this match. Definitely match of the night, but they pull it off every time.
I mean, it's tag action. I love it. It's Javon Evans. It's for the titles. It's all of that. It's Fraxium. It's everything involved with that. I will say, I might be the only negative Nancy in this room right this second.
Ooh.
But
Well, pull your skirt down, Nancy.
I feel like Javon Evans deserves better. He's looked so good to come up short once again.
He is this NXT generation's Tyler Breeze. Great in every way you could possibly think of, but they will not give that man a belt to save his life.
Okay.
I don't know about y'all. I think we got some time for it. Do we want his first belt to be a tag team title belt? Is the question. Also, or does he deserve a singles belt?
He's been going after all titles, though. He's had world title matches. He's had North American title shots. I'm
gonna be real with y'all. The match itself,
wait,
and I have no idea.
Just now? Let me figure this out. We've got some comments, and then we'll get Driz back.
Yes, I am wearing the Eagles hat. My name is Shad Talks Graps, by the way. Look, bro, yes. And we are gonna talk about the Liv Morgan thing. Drizzy's back.
Driz is back.
My bad. My FBI agent needed me. My bad.
All good.
Oh, guys. Nah, to y'all's point, I think this is a big development also for Javon Evans, because Javon Evans has kind of been the, happy to be here kind of guy, smiling faces, and him feuding with Wes Lee is about to add a more serious dynamic. This seems like a real serious physical feud that they're gonna have against each other. Wesley is a heel, is coming on some like, young boy, I know everything ahead of you, and I don't like the fact that you are doing this damn thing right now because I'm better than you, and I don't like you taking my spotlight type of situation. I feel like this is gonna be beneficial. I think we are gonna see Javon Evans win either the North American title or the NXT title at some point, but I do want to talk about the match real quick.
He a hater.
Do you want to go first? Do you want to talk about the match, or do you want me to read the comments?
Let me talk about the match first, and then we get to the comments.
You go first.
Because I gotta say this. Cedric Alexander, he's been hiding. They've been hiding Seti for the longest time, even though we know Seti is probably one of the best workers in the entire company. And they let my man play. They let him hoop. This was a hoop fest. This was LA Fitness at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday night. This was a hoop fest. They was hooping tonight. You had probably the 4 best in-ring males on the NXT roster. just having a banger of a bout, as Ben Allison likes to say. It was so fun. It was so good. Javon Evans, bro, this dude is so talented. Like, he's really, really gifted in so many ways. His move set is one of the illest move sets in NXT, maybe even in the WWE. Wholeheartedly believe that. And y'all just forget how good of a wrestler Cedric Alexander is, man. Like the Michinoku driver, the Blue Thunder Bomb, like he does everything so good. He's such a talented professional wrestler, and I'm just happy that we got to see him really showcase what he's doing, even if they did lose. Fraxium, yeah, they I think the year's almost done. They're tag team of the year, probably, to be real with you, if we're being honest. Like, if we're talking about like title defenses and matches and all that, I don't think anybody really rocking with them like that. I mean, it's kind of their year, but like this is promising, man. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what is next for Fraxium too, because what tag teams do we have left, really?
They beaten them just about everyone in NXT.
Everybody. Yeah.
The only one that's even caught them slipping was Chase U, but they got that win back. So it's
been a long list. That's the gnarliest part. Okay, let's get into these comments though. We've got I'm subscribed. LOL. Megan is on the channel, for God's sakes. LMAO. Yeah, Megan, the mover, the shaker, the goat herself.
My boy got a crush.
Absolutely. And then who was from Becca, new friend of the show? Who was the guy Javon fought backstage? Was it Wes? No, that was like a few weeks ago.
No, he fought him backstage tonight.
Yeah, he did tonight.
Oh, that did happen tonight again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at Wesley Javon too.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I was saying in the start of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey. That's on me.
That's all good.
No. In all sincerity, yeah, I'm with you there. We've got a bunch. Hey Megan, Royce the 5'9" voice. Gotta love that. And then,
Ariana. I remember that.
Like, hi, Rihanna.
Ariana. That shit was so funny from the cipher. That was. Hey, Royce is that dude. He's one of the best rappers of all time. I don't care what nobody says.
Well, obviously it's a Tuesday, Shad, as you know. And there's one particular wrestler in the women's division that we talk about on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Tiffany Stratton doesn't go here anymore.
And it's not necessarily Wendy Chu, but they had a casket match today. It's Tatum Paxley. A lot of coffin-centric stuff. It's Halloween season, so it makes sense. But a lot of coffin-centric stuff. Your favorite? It's what? Tatum what?
This was match of the year. This was match of the year. I don't think you can create a better storyline than what we saw tonight than Tatum Paxley on her birthday, might I add. Matter of fact, let's start it off like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the GOAT, Tatum Paxley. Yeah, she got a victory on her birthday. Back-to-back coffins like it's bronchitis. This is what I'm talking about, bruh. Tatum Paxley, the undisputed GOAT of them all, definitely did her thing, man. Like, it was a good casket match, by the way. Like, I know everybody talk about The Undertaker, that guy. We don't like him right now, right? He's doing interviews with people that we don't care about. Tatum Paxley is the new queen of the casket. Like, I don't think anybody can do a casket match better than her. You know, we're talking about just everything about this match was damn near perfect. We had the spot. Like, dog, she took a bump on a dollhouse tonight. Like, let's be honest with you, bro. Like, stuff like that don't happen anymore. And this is why the agenda is Tatum Paxley needs to win both women's belts tomorrow.
Okay, I need
in
to.
Philly, actually.
I need to solve something really quickly before we continue talking about this casket match, which is the Eagles fan is Shad or Dryzzy. Sorry, I'm forgetful. It's Shad. He's in the middle.
Definitely not me.
It's
Definitely
Shad.
not
What
me.
it is, baby.
One in the Eagles fan.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
He a Giants fan.
Nope. I jump ship. I'm not. I got that dying ship. I left that ship like 2 weeks ago. We're in Pittsburgh now.
I mean,
Steel Nation.
okay, so talk to me about this casket match because it is still Halloween and it's a little less havoc than I expected. Drizzy, obviously, Shad broke it down pretty solidly there, but maybe a
I
little
didn't even get.
biased when it comes to the.
You ain't even let me get in my bag for real, because
That's my bad. Do you have
this
more?
was. Yeah, I could talk about this for the whole show if you wanted me to.
I messed up.
He probably could.
Well, wait. Let's go to Drizzy and then back to Shad.
Bro, someone needs to. Sean Ellis, get out of here. Don't talk about AOP. That's bad luck. My bad.
So this was a fun. It was just a fun match. I know you guys don't like your wrestling to be fun, but at NXT on Tuesdays we have fun. You got dollhouse spots, Lego spots, a bump off of a table bed, and just I don't think I've ever seen two people bury themselves in the casket at the same time and the ref go with it. It was just fun. It's what wrestling should be. It should be fun. It puts smiles on faces. It made the kids happy. I don't. Shad broke down the match technically perfectly, but it's good to have matches like this. A palate cleanser. We have in wrestling. We have in WWE alone. We have all these blood feuds. Everybody wants to kill each other. The Miz is somewhere buried in the back of a trunk in the back of an El Camino going into the river or something. Like there's so much seriousness in all of wrestling. Sometimes it's just good to have a moment where you can stop and just have a fun match. The story told in the match was fun. Everything that happened was fun. You couldn't tell me that you didn't watch this match with a smile on your face. It's just everything is like, oh wow, it's wrestling should be fun, and that's exactly what this match was. Thank you, Tatum. Thank you, Wendy, for showing us how to have fun in wrestling again.
Yeah, especially Tatum.
And happy birthday, Tatum. I'm not about to sing happy birthday because
right back to you, Shad.
I mean, dude, like, here's the thing about Tatum Paxley. We need to get some course correction because she is a superstar, and I think her and Wendy Chu having this feud has been a step in the right direction, but we need to give her more moments. There needs to be more moments for her. In regards to the match, in all seriousness, like Drizzy said, I thought this was a very fun match, very different. And I think that's kind of what you get with a Wendy Chu with her style, man. She brings a very lighthearted, different sense to it. I mean, she's like a demon napper, which is, a good thing in some situations if you depending who you are. But oh no, it was a great match. I'm just happy that Tam Paxley got a win on her birthday, man. Also, Carmen Petrovich's birthday I saw online. So salute to Carmen. We should have had her on the show.
There's absolutely no doubt about that. Carmen, open invite to the show. To your point, right? I mean, obviously, join whenever. We got a bunch of comments here too that I love. Grizz Company Main with I like this better than I thought I would. Love that. A table bed from MDB 999. I never heard of that. Okay, I love that. And then Bobby Bettino with you guys are the best. Yes, thank you, Bobby.
Thanks,
we appreciate it more than you know. No doubt about it. Let's keep it rolling though. Let's move on to the next one, Shoddy. Andres. Everybody involved in this. Let's talk about the Heritage Cup. This one bugs me. This one bugs me. I'm going to take some time for a second. I apologize. Normally, it's not about me, but this one, I'm going to take some time here. The Heritage Cup should be a huge deal. And the cornerman situation, the corner person situation is important. That's what lends to the storytelling. Why are we doing something that doesn't lend to that? And it's Lexus King. All it told us is that Lexus King logically isn't outsmarting anybody in a match where he had an opportunity to do so. That's so frustrating to me. He had a chance to outsmart Chuck Dempsey. Not only that, he had William Regal, Chuck's pops, in his own corner. Flip him the brass knucks. And nothing comes of it. Dang it. We really had a shot to do something there. And that's not what we got. I don't know, guys. What are y'all thoughts about it? Driz, I'm going to start with you. I mean, the Heritage Cup is a cool concept.
It's a cool concept. And I can tell they're trying so hard with Lexus King. They're in the middle of a face turn at this moment in time of trying to get him just something. And I think they thought that William Regal would be able to help him with this, but it didn't seem to work because he got ousted 2-0. Like, I can't tell you the last time that's even happened in a Heritage Cup match. Like, that's a sweep. Like, I don't know what. We've been saying it for a few weeks now. We're beating a dead horse at this point. I really think that as admirable as it is to see Brian Pillman Jr. be his own man, it's time to just embrace the loose cannon. He is, and I understand 100%. He wants to be his own man. He wants to do things on his own terms. But it's not a bad thing embracing what the legacy your father has built. We see it all the time with Randy Orton and Charlotte Flair. It's okay. You can embrace a little bit, or even if you keep the Lexus King name and of the aesthetic of Lexus King, but just go a little loose cannon every once in a while. I don't know, and we say it all the time. He's not doing anything 100% bad, but this just was not. This was an embarrassment actually because William Regal handed you a win on a platter, and you didn't want to take it because you wanted to do things the right way.
Knocks.
Like he gave him the power of the punch.
He literally slid him
his own
get
kid.
Out of jail free card.
His own kid doesn't even get the power of the punch.
Yeah. No, he was going to cheat the system. Didn't matter. That was one of the coolest parts about this. I got to give Regal credit. It's so on brand.
Yeah.
Like, right? He doesn't care. No, it's here's the nuts. This is how you do this.
Here's the definition of a career heel.
Yeah, it's my favorite part about the segment. It's weird that it's his own kid, I will say, but if it's paid off, this is genius.
It's just funny. He's like, here, hit him in the chin. He's got a glass jaw. He'll crumble.
Yeah, knock him out. Like, I mean, that to me was the most entertaining part of this. And it's funny because I really do love the Heritage Cup format. I really do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think it's awesome. I'm an MMA fan. Like, how can I not like it?
Would it be? Do you think it's about time? Because there's a comment. I'm gonna put it on the screen real quick.
Go for it.
NXT needs to turn the Heritage Cup into the NXT European Championship. I actually like that idea a whole lot, and just make that a title match. I think that would be a good way to liven it up a little bit.
Okay, interestingly enough, too, there's a comment over on Instagram. Casey Loverboy said, Shad is the greatest WWE content creator. Man speaks facts about everything. he talks about it in the wrestling world. I don't know exactly what that means, but I do want to get your thoughts on what me and Drizzy just talked about.
Good thing I don't like being a WWE content creator.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, I only watch the WWE. I only care about the WWE. The reason why the new WWE ID thing is occurring is because I'm from the DMV, and you get your ID from the DMV. So I'm basically taking over the independent circuit with the WWE. This is the breaking announcement, breaking news. I'm also taking over Wrestling Republic too, and I will probably be elected president next week. Anyways, to the match. Yeah, Lexis King. It's just too many loopholes we're trying to go with him because we have no sense of direction of what we want to do with him as a character. And at the end of the day, when you try to do too many things, it is a detriment to the wrestler in totality because you're trying on so many outfits and nothing is fitting. You know, he's just gonna have to wear some bummy out there because it's what's comfy. Like, I don't know what we're doing with the storyline. I feel like it's poor use for a person like William Regal. You know, I know that it might be a little too on the nose, but William Regal being the manager for the Quarter Catch Crew could be good. It could be dope. Maybe it's a little too close to the BCC mantra, but I don't think it does because No Quarter Catch Crew got a sense of charisma and a spunk to it, and it can add that element because Regal is a very funny guy. We've seen him be very funny. You know, I would love to see him work with not only his son, but someone like a Ren Sinclair. I feel like you can get some great TV moments with them together, paired together as well. And somebody like Tavion Heights, who we haven't really seen develop as a talker, but is an absolute beast of a talent. I feel like that's where it needs to be utilized rather than us trying to tell this whole, you know, father story with Lexis King, right? Like, and it's weird because he's trying not to be his dad, but we talk about his dad so much, but he's picking the whole name, this, that, and the third. Like, I agree with Drizzy. Like, let's just hone into it, bro. Just hone into it. This is the easy way for you to make it in this industry and in this business.
And I think we pointed out last week. We could be 100% wrong here. We have seen things that did not fly in NXT soar on main roster. He very well may end up being the next Elias on the main roster. So it just isn't working here right now at this point in time for us.
That's a great way to put it. And I'm in agreement. Sean Ellis, new friend of the show, by the way, a lot of comments lately said Lexis King should come up with a psychotic character that listens to an invisible voice that's not there, but only talks to him in spirit like a multiple identities.
We already got dad that does that on the main roster.
Would that being like his dad? Or what?
He's so close to his dad when it comes to the loose cannon thing. He said, now that's a great gimmick. Grizz Company Main was actually in agreement.
We already have a guy. We have a guy that does that on the main roster already.
Yeah.
Our Truth does that on a weekly basis.
We've also got content. Well, we've got
Casey
Loverboy.
You know what would have been dope though, and I'm not even joking around. Lexis King joining the Wyatts.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
With his whole backstory, with the whole
wouldn't we have to get a why?
Losing his father and stuff like that, like being more of a dark, depressed kind of character like that. I feel like it could have worked.
Shoddy, shouldn't we get a Wyatt? I mean a why? Just a why? First, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure out why you told that trash
joke. That's terrible.
Oh man, I normally only do this to Jordy, but Clark is off the show, bruh. He's taking bro off the show with that trash. Nah, dog. We not doing that. We not.
Bring me back, because we've got in the comments over here, we got Casey Loverboy over on
Your
Instagram.
mom even laughing at your trash joke,
yeah,
bro.
of course she is.
Like
I love you, mama.
Oh, no, she laughing at me kicking you off, maybe. Who knows?
Casey Loverboy said content creator as in social media, which is Instagram. He makes content on WWE on Instagram. Talking about you, Shad. So what do you have to say about that?
Yo, that. Like, I don't know if he. I asked him one time because he always comments on my reels from the on Wrestling Republic, and I'm like, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but I do appreciate it. And he said, "No, bro, I'm actually a genuine fan of you." So, I'm good in KC, bro. I'm like Patrick Mahomes.
Go Chiefs. Yeah, people don't even know about that kind of stuff.
Go Royals.
I mean, it's Kansas City.
I don't expect to get like that on Instagram because I deal mainly with the Twitter or Twitter X or whatever we're calling this thing now. So yeah,
X.com.
He absolutely does have some of the best reels on there. So I agree with you.
Okay.
I just say a whole bunch of whatever like I've been doing tonight.
It's probably on me. We have 2 matches left to cover. One of which I'm going to introduce. I'm actually going to let Shad introduce the last one after this one, but or Dryzzy, whoever would like to introduce the last segment, because I've got it. I'm going to go off when it comes to that one. I mean, we have my 2 favorites, but we've got Zarya and Brinley Reese, and then we got a 5-on-5, and then it gets wild from there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh yeah. This was the highlight of the night for sure.
Yeah.
That shot with the 10 women and NXT just going absolutely crazy, getting the Jordan Grace return, all of that is just crazy. I think we counted like 3 or 4 women who are like in the top 10 of the PWI list in a ring and backstage together, and you include Rhea Ripley. You had Rhea Ripley getting murdered, all of that. Like, this was just absolutely crazy. But I do want to say this, I started off. Zarya showed out. She showed out. Me and Drizzy were talking about it during the match prior to it. We never seen her wrestle before. Obviously, I've heard big things about Delta, and she is, what they made her seem that she is. She's a powerhouse. She's an absolute beast. She looks amazing. Her presentation is off the hook. She is the total package. She gives me a mix of Beth Phoenix meets the Road Warriors aesthetic, which is absolutely cool to see. So good showing. Brinley Reese takes the loss. It's fine. She's still a stud in my mind. But yeah, post match, just the Fatal Influence coming out, Roxanne and Cora coming out, and then you get the 3 big signings in the ring, the Zarya, the Julie, and the Stephanie Vaquer, with Kalani Jordan also coming out, because Kalani is just wanting to save everyone. She's like Drake right now. And you get Jordan Grace popping up, and that visual of those 10 women in the ring together is probably one of the most powerful visuals I've seen for women's wrestling this year. You talk about the most star power that you've probably seen in a ring with women, maybe since like a Royal Rumble, I would say. It's absolutely mind-boggling. NXT is the blueprint if you want to book a women's division, right? It's crazy, man. And I think you're going to see more of these women who are marquee people outside of the, international, the independents that are making names, want to come to NXT, because this is kind of where you can kickstart and really thrive with your career. So, hey, man, power to Shawn Michaels and what he does as a booker. That guy is the booker of the year in my mind. It ain't even close.
The ring filled with talent, right? That's it was all talent. It was all a big deal. Everybody involved mattered. That is so hard to quantify, on a Tuesday night? Talk to me about it, Driz.
This is our weekly. The NXT Women's Division is the best division in wrestling announcement. If you didn't know, now you know. For all our new people that just joined us, we are stands of the NXT Women's Division. They are booked properly. They are treated like the biggest deal. I think I seen a comment that said that they need their own TV show. They absolutely need to. This division goes 20 deep, and that's that. And what you just saw was just the main event. We're not even looking at the tag team division of in NXT because right now they're on a plane on their way to Saudi Arabia. Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson, who probably will be bringing those belts back to NXT. But this division is so deep. The talent is so good and it's so world renowned. Zarya, Julia, Stephanie Valkyrie. And then you have to sit there and think about Roxanne Perez, who is just as good as, but only half the age. Like, we cannot say enough good things about this division. We we gush over these women on a weekly basis, and I don't think you guys. How much we're gonna start wearing these shirts, and it's gonna be like just put all of it on a shirt. NXT Women's Division best. Period.
I am with you. The
t-shirts. And then the nerve to have the top female from TNA pop up with them too. You're looking next year at your main event scene for NXT's Women's Division.
I got even something bigger to say on that same point because everything Drizzy said was correct. Let's talk about the money feud on Monday Night Raw with your champion Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. They probably did one of the most meaningful progressions in their feud tonight in the NXT parking lot. The mantra of the NXT parking lot is where violence occurs. Liv Morgan made Rhea bloody Ripley in that parking lot, and that visual of Rhea just leaking in the car about to leave, and Liv and Raquel just giggling, walking off with the bat. Like, we haven't even seen this. I do every Tuesday. I do a review show for Monday Night Raw, and then obviously I did this. Y'all could watch it on a playback earlier today for a couple hours ago where we're complaining about the feud feels stale. Now I'm invested all over again because NXT.
Mind you, by the way, we've had a bunch of comments about that in a good way. But think about it this way. So you just said Rhea Bloody Ripley, and you weren't using it as UK slang. Everyone knows Western Republic's in the UK. No, you meant Rhea Bloody Ripley, right? That's different. That's it. I'm with you. And not only that, you have arguably the biggest star in the women's division on the main roster right this very second that's not carrying a title, now involved on NXT, the very best women's division in all of pro wrestling. Like we've discussed week in and week out. It's so cool to think about. It tickles me. Seeing Rhea Ripley tonight just tickled me in every way possible. Like, that is outstanding.
And I like that.
I almost just said the F word on this show and shouldn't have, but it's freaking awesome.
And I like that they do that too, because obviously Zarya is from Australia. Rhea Ripley is probably the biggest Australian wrestling superstar that they have at this moment. You know, just being there is face to face with her, giving her the cosign like that. She's a made woman now. You got the cosign from one of the biggest women superstars in the world just off of that. Like, that's the type of time that they're on is genius.
No doubt about it. I love this comment here from DC Warlord, friend of the show from the UK. He gave us the bloody, not bloody stamp. I love that. Absolutely. That's what we mean when it comes to that. It's interesting. Like it's Rhea Ripley. I mean, to me, she's such a superstar.
Whoa.
And I don't mean that in the cliche way.
Look who's up.
What?
Look who's up right now.
So
No. NXT
The,
is the home of women's wrestling. Go, Soul, go.
welcome
Go,
to the
Soul,
team, Soul.
go.
Welcome to the
yeah.
team. It just took
Welcome
one day
to
with
the
me.
squad. Welcome to the squad, Soul.
Hopefully your man Tony Khan got his notepad and is taking notes right now,
Okay,
writing
let's get
down.
into my main
Yeah,
event of
one
the
last
evening.
one.
And now it's time for the
For the-
main event.
5 rounds in
You
the
gotta do
NXT women's division.
Hold on, wait. Let's ask you on how it is real quick. Because, Clark, tonight we had your two favorites. We had our former North American Women's Champion,
I mean, run it for the Nets.
the athletic superstar, bell for bell, one of the best. The young lady from Michigan State, the Spartan herself, Kalani Jordan, versus Nikita.
Stay strong, Lions.
Yes, the lioness, the rapper, the kickboxer, the person that goes viral on Instagram, has likes from probably everybody in the group chat. Nikita Lyons.
She told me, stay strong. Remember, she signed me the picture herself. Stay strong. See that? She wrote it in pen.
Break down this match for us, Clark.
Here's what I'm saying is we're looking at two of the best athletes in all of the WWE. It's Nikita Lyons and Kalani Jordan. How do we not get this every week? I already tune in to NXT every week. Give me more. Feed me more. Forget whatever his name was, Roback, whatever his name was. Feed me more. These two are the two best athletes in the women's division outside of maybe Sol Ruka, who's operating on one leg when it comes to that. But this NXT women's division is so off the charts. We ended up with Kalani Jordan and Nikita Lyons mano-a-mano, one-on-one on a card that they were overshadowed by other matches. Like, that's main event stuff that we're talking about. We're looking at two of the best in the business. Kalani Jordan, I do believe, is the best athlete in women's wrestling. I think that's a fact. If you look at her history and if you look at what she does bell to bell, I think she's the best pure athlete in women's wrestling. Period. That's it. Right? I'll leave it at that. For someone to come back from a torn Achilles, ACL, all of that is commendable. How about both? How about both with Nikita Lyons? What about both? Did we consider that? Not many people are capable of that. Man, woman, whatever. Not many people are capable of that. Nikita Lyons is and is back. I hope this is only the start of something great in the future.
I like it. I like
Good.
it. But we do gotta talk about the elephant in the room, and it's the family, and it's the Riz. Adriana Rizzo came for blood.
Adriana Rizzo.
My girl, the Rizzler. She brought the boom to Nikita Lyons tonight. And she's ready for the smoke because we know Nikita Lyons took her out. She was the hit woman for Obafemi. The Riz is coming back, and the Riz is coming for blood. She wants it back in blood. This might be another gem of a feud in the NXT Women's Division. Like I like it. I like.
You know what
I love that one.
You know
like
what the
it.
best part is about this division? They find the most clever ways to have feuds that don't revolve around title belts.
Yep.
We just had a whole fun feud with Wendy Chu and Tatum Paxley just over being used as a friend. We have this feud because somebody took a bounty out on Rizzo and Nikita Collected. And I think this is absolutely a genius way to give Rizzo someone to finally get her going because she's been the corner woman for the family for so long
Yeah,
that you forget that she gets down and dirty too, and Nikita somebody to get in the ring with and really get back into feud form. It's all done with genius intent. The and then Kalani Jordan, who of course is mixed up with the whole main event scene. This this division, I Shawn Michaels, I applaud you on your booking. You and your writers do an incredible job keeping women involved, and it's not treated as, oh, he stole my man. Oh, why are you dressed like me? You it's just different things. You're showing that women are more than just hair, nails, and title belts.
Yes. To your
yeah.
point, it's funny because I obviously
We also got that big match next week with
we do,
Don Marie, special guest
All right.
referee.
So
but
Clark turned
go
out
ahead.
like what Clark did this week for Nikita and Kalani is gonna be me next week with Lola and Jada.
Fair. But what I will say about Kalani, and that this is an interesting thing to me, when it comes to NXT, we talk about Shawn Michaels often.
Hmm.
Of anybody in this division that I think the three of us are in full blown agreement that it is the best women's division in all of pro wrestling.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think Kalani Jordan has the most Shawn Michaels in her of anybody in that division. And that's why I'm so impressed by her. I think she, from an athletic standpoint and a performance art standpoint, is going to be hard to catch
She's
in the
such a
coming years.
she's such a baby face right now. Such a clean cookie cutter, bubblegum and baby face right now. When she finally goes bad, uh, it is gonna be like a light switch went off, and we are all gonna be like, she's great. Like there's no more you can do. Like she's great at that point.
I
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think, I don't even know how hard
it's
she needs
just
to turn heel.
it's just the level of comfortability, in itself, right? I think she got to find a character, her character more. But in ring wise, I think she's like one of the best on the show, like without
That
a
breakout,
doubt.
the girls out of that breakout tournament are on a whole new level and have elevated so fast.
I mean, think
And
about Kalani Jordan before she ever took a bump was a world class gymnast.
And
yep,
this is the dumbest
Like that's
comment
an
of the
advantage
thing,
in
bro.
a great way
No
that
offense to
she's
you,
taken
DC
advantage
Warlord.
of.
She don't need to be a valet. She can
no,
wrestle.
she can
Like
hold
Well,
that's
her
not.
own.
She can wrestle.
she's arguably more athletic than Mello.
Like I just
Like
said,
more
they're
accomplished athletically.
she's kind of like a in ring wise. She's like a female Mellow. Like they both are just certified ballers. Like they can go bell for bell. And you see Mello just had a freaking a 7 match feud with Andrade. I think Kalani can do something similar in that regards with a woman on the main roster. She don't gotta be a valet. Like a valet is for like
Uh,
the
yeah.
yeah.
for the ones who are
I would
still
say
learning
this.
to wrestle.
Not many people can say Division One All American. Kalani Jordan can say Division One All American. So in
Yeah.
my
Bingo,
eyes, that's something that I just respect every single
bingo.
time out.
Oh, hold on,
Athletically speaking, the accomplishment to have that under, I mean, she's a Division One athlete
hold on. I'm gonna show a comment real quick.
of that caliber.
The Grizz Company one, yeah. I
Yeah, I'm
didn't.
gonna show a
That's the
comment. This breakout tournament class right here has elevated
Yes.
way faster than any other one has ever.
Oh, it's not even
Like right
close.
on a weekly basis, you have people like Jada and Lola going viral. Kalani, an athletic monster. Carmen Petrovich right now is a sneaky good character to have, and is currently getting ready to be probably be a bigger heel now that she's in something where she can stick her teeth into. And Ariana Grace had the strongest character in that entire tournament before anybody got anything going, before they even knew that she was Santino's daughter. She has been the strongest character. It's this breakout class is going to be looked at up there with the four horsewomen, with the Bianca, Raquel, and Rhea class. It's the inaugural class of NXT 2.0, which in their own right are all really good. Like this breakout class,
it's
incredible.
I think it's one of the best classes in the history of women's wrestling. To your point, like it's hard to deny, and it's one of those that right this second, as far as quantifying it, is difficult. Like
it's definitely one of those things that everybody's not gonna see it until after everything is gone.
Yeah,
all of them are
Yeah, you gotta definitely let it
we'll-
run its course and kind of see people get the opportunity to develop and stuff and whatnot. But it definitely has max potential if
Right.
you know presented correctly.
That's where I think it's one of those spots that we giggle about in like 4 years. Like, remember that? Like right before Halloween, we were talking about the NXT women's division, and then superstar, like everybody that we discussed this evening.
I mean, the thing is this:
It's like,
now people are basically reiterating what we've been kind of saying for the better course of a year. I feel like it's getting that visual, it's getting that notoriety now. People are now saying, yeah, NXT, and it's the thing is this: when it's so empty in other spaces, I'll say this, when it's more empty in more spaces, especially on main roster television or other North American promotions, but it's so heavy on NXT, it pops and it shines. But it's not just the fact that it's just more time given, it's the fact that the
it's
time
not
is
about
given,
the timing.
and yeah, it's the
That
time
is a
given, but
great point, Shad.
it's actually good. So I don't want it to be a case where, oh, it's just because they're giving the women time. That you got to think about it in a point of this, right? The numbers have been relatively high these last few weeks, and these shows are top heavy with the women's matches or women's storylines or whatever the case may be. So that is vindictive on the fact that the women are kind of a reason why people are drawn into the program. So it is showing y'all that these are talented superstars. Like, take the gender away from them for a second. They're just talented superstars, and they happen to be ladies. And we hope to see that happen more. Like we talked about it today on Raw. Raw's women's booking is just horrible. It's
stuck in limbo. It's stuck in limbo because of
freaking trash.
Story.
Why Ripley had to end up on Tuesday
night. The only match that we had last night was a match that was sandwiched within commercials, and it was two women that are what DC Warlord wants Kalani Jordan to be, valets.
Okay. By the way, we could probably talk about this the rest of the night. Dryzzy, do you have any more to add before I send us home?
No, absolutely not.
All right.
I am a TNA guy. The women's wrestling in NXT is
chef's kiss. I am with you. With that, that brings us to the end of the show. Check us out every Tuesday night, immediately following NXT. All of it off the air. The daily broadcast, same gimmick, same time, same place every week. That's noon Pacific. That's 3 on the East Coast. It's 8 o'clock in the UK. That's, of course, 9 a.m. in Hawaii. And on behalf of me, Dryzzy, Shad, all of us at Wrestling Republic, thank you so much. Smash that like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. We'll see y'all soon. Have a great Tuesday night, and we'll talk to everybody next week. Or maybe